All right, I feel like I'm back in the classroom. I'm here with Professor of Boots, Tom Wohrman Sports. Tom, I'm learning so much from a boot standpoint,
yes.
And that comes from some of your experience.
Yes.
45, 46 years of experience?
46 years, yeah.
All right, so walk me through, some of the misconceptions when it comes to purchasing a boot, and, why this boot here that I hadn't heard of before I met you
Yes.
Is so special.
Dela boot has been around since 1969. Mel Delabout held 14 different patents on his boot, building the boot there in Salt Lake City. He sued more major companies for patent infringement than anybody else in history. He invented the open face cambio boot, the foam injection, silicone injection, gel injection, neoprene, wrap liner, and the materials used in the Intuition liners. That was all done by Mel Delabout. The canting on the bottom of the boot, the hike modes on the boot, their factory in Salt Lake City, the boot does not exist until we send the measurements into the factory. They manipulate the shell to the shaping of each individual foot. They assemble the boot and send it off to me for the final fit. I worked in the factory for 2 years.
I want to come in and buy a pair of these boots.
Yes.
I can't take them off the shelf?
No.
They have to be custom made for me and my measurements?
Yes, 2 to 3 week turnaround time.
Okay.
So if you're in a hurry, this is not the boot. But it's the last pair of boots you'll own. That boot is retro, going back 40 years of the full replacement sole on the bottom of that boot. It's never changed. And that's the big problem with a lot of people's boots. They're walking, they wreck the bottom of the boot, they can't get toe and heel replacements. Now they have to buy new boots. 300-day minimum skiing liner.
Yeah.
It's non-pack out. Problem with the liners out there, 75 days of failure in their liners and throw them in the trash. This is the best of the best. Made out of virgin plastic, not recycled pop bottles.
You mentioned something walking in that really caught my ears. You said you fix a lot of other people's mistakes. What do you mean by that?
I do. What happens is they've bought the boot off the internet. They bought it from one of the other shops where they had them try on the boot and actually not fit them. A lot of shops out there, their idea of doing a custom boot fit is having them try on both boots. It doesn't work that way. For 40 years, we've been heat molding liners. It's a whole process of actually fitting you in the boot.
Okay.
Yes.
Where are we located, and hours of operation, and phone number?
2634 Lake Tahoe Boulevard, South Lake Tahoe, 530-544-4445. Pretty much 7 days a week, 9 to 5. I stop my last fitting of boot at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That way I'm finished to go home by 5.
Okay, well, you heard it from the boot doctor here at Tom Wohrman Sports. For now, we'll send it back to you in the South Shore studio.